In this video I will show you how to get an alternative routing in ASP.NET MVC core applications. You see, this is my default application, and in here I have, when I click on the Notizen, it's a German web page, when there in the lower corner or with the scrutinizing that stuff, you see I want to go to the index underscore own, and my root itself is on nodes. So my database has a node controller, but I thought the default application or default routing in ASP applications is always the node model, the model, data model. It's a singular written, and then maybe an ID or something else. And if you type no ID, then you will come to the default application. Here it is. When I click on there, normally it's like this: node and then index. Index. If you type nothing in there, you will have the index automatically. Otherwise, give an ID, ID which is 5, for example, and you will get the fifth, the node with the ID 5. But I thought for myself, okay, I want to split it into the node into nodes as a root and the index on the other side. So how does it work? When you're there and click on there, nothing comes. Okay, it says localhost has no index own. For example, that's the first point. What happens if you type nodes, for example, similar nodes, then you will get an error because there's unhandled exception occurred, multiple action matched, and so on, or nothing comes up. And the reason, therefore, is that when you write a new when you rewrite your index to another one, this one will not be found anymore. The routing is missing. Now we have to add a new routing. I split it into index own, and the other one is index all. And you can do the routing in the routing. The Australians say routing. The routing different ways. Here in startup, normally you may say here at configure, last points are root map routes.map root, and there you may write your alternative routes, the URL routes. But the best way is to do it here in your writing in your controller where you are. The first one is take it in here, there where the class is. Take those brackets, those brackets with inside root, and there inside there you may type the new root for the controller, and the base root is this one that's automatically there. So, and for your you may have here multiple roots. That's the point, and you may type here for this new one. And here I had this, the index all is the common index, so I say the bracket root. Now you see its own IntelliSense comes up, and now you type root and a round bracket, and then inside there with hyphens the index. That's index, that's a default root, should go on there. That's the controller, and that's the action. Above class is always the controller. Above the, in front of the public method, we have the action, and then we have this one index, the default index which was there before, and the defect, the new one for the index. And then I also have the new one here. This is if somebody is logged in, then I want a separate handler. So I say here own, and now I start it again. And now when I click on there and say own, then comes up my new list. That's own, and that's the home controller. This one has default. That's my home controller, and index. That's the same. And this is my nodes node with the new in plural written, and the action attribute.